Hello everyone, good day. I am John J. Sumido from Alagad Bantay Lawa organization, and I am here to present to you my project proposal entitled Bamboo's Water Hyacinth Blocker in Lake Siloton. About the organization is actually inclined into protecting and preserving the nature and the natural resources of Lake Cebu. But this time, the organization will focus in Lake Siloton. Thus, the organization proposed a project which focuses in blocking the rapid growing or the overgrowing water hyacinth by utilizing bamboos. With the project, there are different organizations that the Alagad Bantay Lawa is connected to, or we are partnering with them. These are the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources of Lake Cebu and LGU Lake Cebu. Municipal Environment and Natural Resources is actually into preserving the natural resources of Lake Cebu. Basically, this is a good platform in order for us to be connected in preserving and protecting the lake. And for the LGU Lake Cebu, actually they are responsible for this one, but we are lucky and of course happy that we will propose this kind of platform for them and project as well, because this will help the people and the place itself. So this too has actually missions and visions that are really connected and inclined to the people, to the lake, and to the Lake Cebu itself. So of course, and they will be the source of budget as well in this project, and they are the one who is responsible for maintaining and monitoring and for the monitoring of the project. And for the background of the study, this actually answers why we would like to conduct this project. What are the problems that I observe in my place? So Lake Cebu is actually connected to Lake Siloton with a river, and the water from Lake Siloton has a river as well that is connected to the Lake Siloton. So with this, there are many water hyacinth that stays up in the middle of the Lake Siloton, which grows fastly or grows faster and makes the lake polluted. Water hyacinth is actually normal given that it really stays up in the body of water, especially in lake. But water hyacinth reproduce quickly and can double in just a span of 2 weeks. This means that 9 to 10 initial plants can multiply to over 600 within 3 months. See that? See how invasive water hyacinth in Lake Siloton are. So basically, water hyacinth is powerful in utilizing and consuming aquatic nutrients and solar energy for the purpose of biomass production. Thus, in this project, we will use bamboos in order to block water hyacinth. The bamboos will be connected from one another, knowing that these are floating within water. The stems of the bamboos contain sealed chambers filled with air, which makes them buoyant. The bamboo stems, which is the cuticle, is actually water resistant, slowing or preventing the penetration of water into chambers. And then some bamboos will be made as well, and they will be made as posts to not to move from its place. Also, bamboos will just follow the line of water if ever the water will rise up. For example, there is a heavy rain. Thus, this will surely block the water hyacinth from spreading and scattering around the lake. And with the Alagad Bantay Lawa organization, of course, we will use bamboos as blockers. This idea actually comes up the same thing as what they do in floating or fish nets or fish cages here in Lake Siloton. Given that it's cheap, it assures a durable and lasting. And this blocker will actually be put on the sides of the lake so that it will not scatter, of course, for the purpose of it to block the water hyacinth. And this will be harvested or collected by the authorities in every 3 months, just like what I've sent, which is the MENR Lake Cebu. Overall project or objectives of the project. The objectives of the project are the following: to use bamboos as blocker to the fast-growing water hyacinth and limit the growth of it. And of course, that is the main point of the project. Second, to be able to block the water hyacinth in order not to deplete the amount of deplete the amount of dissolved oxygen in the water, just like what I've said, water hyacinth affects the biomass production, and if that biomass production affects the function of the lake as well. Third is to be able to protect and clean the surface of the water to not to compress and pollute it. As we all know that if water hyacinth will be rotten in that specific place, it will actually turn into soil. So that affects the lake and compresses it. Lastly is to be able to maintain and nurture the lake as it becomes the source of food, livelihood, and tourism for the people. So the project work plan. The project work plan is actually the overall plan. The overall plan. It consists of the objectives, the activities, the time frame, budget, the people involved or human resources, and the budget source. So first, let's go to the activities. What are the activities of that the organization would like to conduct? First is putting of bamboos on the sides of the lake to block the water hyacinth from rapid growing. That is actually the first point of this project. And second is with the help of MENR Lake Cebu, the fast-growing water hyacinth will be lifted up or collected in every 3 months. And I will explain it further later why in every 3 months. The time frame. The bamboo setting in the block will be done in January 1st week. Basically, if we will start it in 2022, January will be the first month where we will utilize in putting or setting the bamboos in the lake. And this will be maintained in every 3 months in a year, and this will be conducted in the second week of January, April, July, and October. So basically, if you start in 2022, we will start the maintenance in April 2022. Let's move on. People involved or human resources who are responsible for this one, who are connected into this one. First is just like what I've said, it is the MENR Lake Cebu and the LGU, which both of them have great contribution and purpose in this project. Third is the people living beside the lake. Of course, they are connected to this one. They are responsible. People who are occupying some fish nets and the organization itself. What are the expected outcome, or what are we expecting at the end of this project? First is limit the growth of the water hyacinth in Lake Siloton with the use of bamboos as blocker. Second, lessen the pollution that causes calamities that might happen, such as kamahong or fish kills. Third is clean the lake within the given period of time. Of course, we are expecting to finish this project within the given period of time. And to connect, and fourth is to connect with a different organization and people as well. And lastly is to maintain the source of food and livelihood for the people. And for the project site, of course, the project will be conducted in Lake Siloton, Lake Cebu, South Cotabato, just like what you can see in the presentation. And for the project monitoring, it actually answers who will be the one who will monitor and maintain this project. Who will be the one who will have a big factor in this one in looking at it on how the progress in the project will be. So basically, the organization holds the ability to check the progress of the project, such as such as the time, the budget, and the resources needed. And of course, I'm living here in Lake Siloton. I think as the owner of the organization, I think that I have great responsibility in monitoring the project. Next is the proposed budget. The budget here is 35,000 will be used for the implementation of the water hyacinth blocker, and that includes the bamboos, the labors, tools, and other needed materials. And 24,000 will be for the yearly budget. That's for the maintenance in every 3 months. And overall, we have 59,000, and we can consider that as 60,000 pesos yearly. So where we will get budget. So these are the following organizations and people as well, where we can get budget that we are connected to. First is the LGU, the MENR Lake Cebu, the donations, resorts owners associations, barangay units, solicitations, and those people who are inclined with this project. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I hope you have learned something about my project and for the place where I am with. Thank you.